Happy New Year, Cancer. So if you're a Cancer born June 21st to July 22nd, what can you expect for the month of January 2016? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so Cancer, so a lot of you have had some pent-up energy and you're ready to kind of like scream and explode from the things that haven't worked out. Maybe over the holidays there's been some challenges, but the good news is I see it sort of all opening up and really you being able to shine and to be seen and heard. You've got a really creative month in store for you. Lots of opportunity for you to be able to write, create, generate. You tend to be very sensitive, Cancers, and you're very nurturing. So this month you're going to be able to see opportunities to nurture others and also to nurture yourself, to take in consideration your own wants and ideas. And for some of you, you're going to be speaking up more than you've spoken up in a long time about what's important to you. And this is a really good thing. So you may see some of these blocks that have prevented you in the past from talking. You may find yourself speaking up. And we have a couple things happening energetically. We've got a new moon, January 9th in Capricorn. And Capricorn's a real strong energy. They're worker bee. They're really focused and they're the manifestors. So Cancer, you may find yourself manifesting things that you've wanted to have happen. For some of you, this will be around your careers. It may see you finalizing a project that you've wanted for a long time or that you've been working for, and it finally comes in and you're like, wow, it's about time. You get some movement on a project that you've waited for a long time for, so you might see that around January 9th. We also, the reason it may come back in is because we have Mercury is retrograde starting January 5th through January 25th when it then goes direct. And as we know, that's the planet of communication and that can screw up our electronics and can slow things down. But it's also an amazing time for us to be really redoing, recreating, resetting our goals, classifying what we want to do in life. So it's a time for us to go inward and to really see what we want to do and what we want to create. It's also an opportunity for other things that we've put our hands in or that we may have started to actually come back around and come to fruition. So I see for you, Cancer, there's going to be something that you started a while ago that actually you may get a green light for, which is actually exciting. Like it's about damn time, right? So it's like one of those energies. It's to the point where you've almost given up on it and it finally shows up. So it feels really good and it feels like you've won. So I really feel like that good energy is going to happen around the new moon, January 9th. Now we have a full moon, January 23rd in Leo. That feels a little more aggressive to me. So you may find this new thing that comes in, that's the first positive thing. And then you get the other shoe that drops on the 23rd and you go, oh, well, you didn't tell me that. Oh, you didn't tell me that was the pay, or oh, you didn't tell me I had to move there. It's like the good news, bad news. So I'm sorry about that. But the good news, here's the thing. That second thing that comes in that's connected with that good thing that shows up, and then that kind of like other part that shows up on the 23rd, that can be massaged. The thing that shows up, it's just the initial kind of crushing blow of like, ugh, it's not what you thought. It's almost like when you have a great first date and then you go on a second date and it's like, what was I thinking? But, the good news is that thing can be massaged. It can turn out that person that you've met for the second date may not be right for you, but it's right for your best friend, right? And you get to see them live happily ever after, and you get to be the best man or the best woman. So it's like that. There's still some payoff in it for you, but there's some massaging or adjusting that has to go on with the situation. And it actually feels like it's around money and around work. Okay, so you're going to be initially very excited, and then it feels like, I hate to say it, but a little bit of a crushing blow around the 23rd and when you really start to read the fine print and what it all means and entails. But you can massage that so it's manageable, pliable, acceptable, livable, and it's not bad. In the end, it's like, okay, I can live with this. But that feels like you're more into the middle of February before you kind of get all those details ironed out. Okay, so a lot happening for you in the month of January. So let's look at relationships, Cancer. Let's look at for your romantic relationships. Well, okay. So some of you are going to catch your partner in some untruths, some things are going to get caught up with them. It can be anything from a lie to, I can't believe how much money you spent, to, I told you I didn't want to go to your mother's then, so I see these little kind of like half truths that are coming out that you're going to discover or you're going to see, right? And it could be about yourself. It could be that you're the one who's kind of, not speaking the entire truth, and that comes out. So there's a little bit of dissension in the relationship, in ironing out the communication and the misunderstanding. But it feels temporary to me, and it feels like there's small things that can be worked out. So that's good. Now, there's also a really happy time, nice time around the January 16th. 20th, it feels like it's a really happy time, a really special time. So you'll be able to enjoy that, or have that look forward to. There may even be a quick getaway, or a nice romantic time that your partner has planned for you, or that you guys choose to do together. Then there is also, let's look at those of you that are single and interested in a relationship if you're Cancer. So this is a month when you're really able to show a lot of compassion for other people. And I see you leaning in and, being concerned about other people. You just want to be careful, Cancer, that you don't fall for a wolf in sheep's clothing, right? Because there's the misconception with the communication, you can actually be taken advantage of. And I don't want that to happen. So just take whoever you meet with a grain of salt. If you're really into somebody and you meet somebody, you go, oh my God, they're amazing. Just do yourself a favor and just resist. Go very slow. Take the relationship very slow. So when that, full moon arrives, January 23rd, and we start to see all these other sides of people, and then we go direct with Mercury on the 25th, by February 1st, you're going to have a really good sense of who you're dealing with. And if they're still the same person you thought they were when you met them, in early January, or a couple of weeks before that. And you may find out they're not. You may discover they're married. You may discover they're dating your best friend and you, right? It's not really good. So you just, this is why I'm saying, whoever you meet, just kind of like, just chill, just be friends, just hang out. And then you'll see what really goes on in early February. All right, guys? Okay, so I'm not really picking up a love match, but I'm picking up a potential where you can, get the wool pulled over your eyes. And I don't want to see that happen, Cancer. So if you just collect friends for the month of January, you'll be golden. Because anybody that kind of makes it through that friend period, because here's the thing, if you tell somebody, I'm not dating this month, I'm just taking the month off, I'm just collecting friends. If you want to go meet at Starbucks or someplace and have a coffee, and I'm happy to do that, or text or chat or whatever. And then, in February, if you want to go out, then, if we still feel, so inclined, we can get together in February. But I'm just kind of taking a time out in January. Now, if they're only in it for the sex, they'll be gone, right? They're not going to put any time into it with you, in which case you've saved yourself a headache. But if they're really into you, they may think that's really cool, and they'll follow up, and then you'll have a good opportunity for a positive relationship, okay? So interesting dynamics for your sign, Cancer. So just pay attention to that, just a suggestion that's coming through. Okay, let's look at your career and money, Cancers. Now I know we tapped into this a little bit about opportunities coming in. So let's look financially. Financially, it feels sort of even. It feels like, you've got some money going out and you've got some money coming in. So it just sort of feels like it's even. It feels like it's a nice stream. I don't feel like it's, one extreme or the other, but it just feels nice and steady. So that's good. And as far as your health goes, I feel like some of you may, there's potential to have like allergic reactions or skin issues. It can be just dry skin from the weather, or cracked skin from the weather. It could be psoriasis, but my face is itching. So I feel like it has to do with what's bugging you, right? A lot of times we have things internally that are bugging us and we need to get them off our chest. We need to let them go. But I see that it can affect you. So be careful. Some of you may have developed some allergic reactions this month. It could even be from eating seafood or other things. But I feel like if you stay on top of it, your emotions, and at the same time, making sure that you're taking care of your skin, I feel like this can be avoided and you can have a really healthy month without having any skin eruptions or skin issues. Okay, so anything unexpected for Cancers in the month of January? Yeah, actually, there can be a really big surprise, really nice big surprise that has to do with friends, friends reaching out for you, friends showing up, unexpected friends showing up. Around January 16th to the 20th, it feels like there's absolutely somebody visiting and surprising you and you not knowing about it, somebody that's really near and dear to your heart. So it really feels like there's great opportunities for close friendships or families popping in and supporting you and showing you that's just really, really, really great. So Cancers, have an amazing 2016. Happy New Year. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like and share it with your friends. And I wish you all a blessed and happy and prosperous and abundant 2016. And I look forward to connecting with you next month.